I grew up with horses. Like, we had horses all my life, and then it just kind of grows into you, you know, to be able to love a horse. The horses, the past years when I was young, they're mainly work horses that we had, saddle horses, work horses that did a lot of work for us, you know, and before vehicles really were around. And I just grew up with horses, and you just fall in love with them, you know, as time goes, and it never left, you know.
Ray listens to horses. If you watch Ray really close and you're paying attention, Ray can listen to horses. They communicate.
He sat on committees, nationwide committees, and Ray's name is highly respected in First Nations leadership across the country.
And when we were at the Stampede one year, he finally made his barrels, and he looked at Billy Melville and said, "I made that son of a bitch," you know? And that's Ray. That's who he is.
But he's a great, great guy once you get to know him. Got a great sense of humor. He's a great leader. Somebody to emulate for sure.
Ray is very caring and kind, even though he has that outer exterior of rough and tough.
When I started racing in the CPCA, you know, I got close to Ray, and I talked to him, and he's talked to me and gave me advice in the past and things like that. So he's a legend. He's gonna go down in history. You know, the name Mitsuing is famous because of him, and his boys do a good job too. You know, they're hell of a drivers as well.
I think he has pretty much a nickname for all of us as kids, and you know, that's something that he always tries to, you know, bug us about here yet today, but you know, it's funny to be able to say and talk about it yet.
He's from Loon Lake, Saskatchewan. He's a 7-time Canadian Chuckwagon champion. Tomorrow will be his last trip around the track. Be here to witness the Chief, Ray Mitsuing.
It is Ray Mitsuing in Johns Welding Ballard Homes, 36 years in a row, the winningest chuckwagon driver in the history of the CPCA. Tomorrow night he and Josephine will ride off into the sunset.
Well, horse has been everything in my whole life. Even before wagon racing, I always had saddle horses and gymkhanas and stuff. That's what I did. And the proudest moment is having the boys win their championships. Devin and Dale, both, where I knew my retirement time is coming soon, and having successful boys drive like that, you know, keep you rolling. We've taken people off the street that are in trouble, you know, drinking and everything else, and kind of cleaned them up from drinking, and they did super well with us all summer long, and shit happens. You tell them, shit happens in wagon racing, and you gotta accept it and take the best out of it and go from there. That's wagon racing for you. Like, you know, you could be sitting right up on top, and next day you're down in the middle of the pack or in the bottom. Like, things could change so much that it's not a given thing. Things could change so fast, you know, like you can never count your chickens till they're hatched, you know, and wagon racing especially, or, you know, like, it could happen so fast. You just gotta really focus on your next goal, and then try and keep getting better and everything else. I think it's the only way you can rebound. You can't stay down on yourself because it'll never work, you know.
He's a classy individual. He's been my hero for a long time.
Not a big deal for Ray to come off a 4 and just take the rail at any day, you know, like he could just do it all right away too, like.
If Ray's phoning somebody, they're picking up the phone, and that tells you a lot of the respect that Ray has across the country.
He's entrusting me with his horses that way. Gives me a lot of confidence, and to be on his team and having that much trust means a lot to me.
I think Ray is someone that is full of integrity and character. He says something and then he'll do it.
You know what? Josephine's one of the key people in my life as far as wagon racing goes. Like, not one individual, anybody can do it unless you got that back support coming from behind it. She does so much. She doesn't physically touch the horses and stuff like that, but to get everything organized, like my jack, it's clean and boys fed and everything else, you know, and going down the road with a camper, and you know, and then she does all the organizing for us. And a person must have good back support. You know, you can have all good help and everything else, but if you don't have that certain individual like your wife and stuff doing a lot of things, and man alive, it'd be a tough thing. I wouldn't be successful at all in wagon racing if it was for her. The people that, and I didn't realize, you know, like until my retirement, that I had so damn many fans in the whole world, you know, and that's what makes me happy, you know, like I must have did something right for them to appreciate me, you know, and
There's a horn and the charge is underway as the big four cast their fate to the figure eight, and Chris Molly and PWM Steel flies out of the pattern, gets out the front, but he's held 3 wide by Ray Runner, Ray Mitsuing, and John's Welding and Valor Homes, and then as they head him into the middle of the pack, Chris Molly, PWM Steel, passed out on the inside by Ray Mitsuing, John's Welding and Valor Homes, as they turned into the third turn. Up the middle of them all is Todd Baptiste, Soul Oil Field, and he's found room to split the difference between Ray Mitsuing and Chris Molly, and Dale Mitsuing is closing ground as they set up between the final turns. And here they come to the Truck Zone home stretch drive. Boy, mister, it's your turn to come alive. Here comes the Ray Mitsuing. They're not going to catch Ray tonight. He's 6 quarters of length ahead of his competitors, and they're almost a dead heat. The Soul Oil Field is caught back towards their newest finals aggregate champion. Let's see, Ray Mitsuing. And a salute, Mr. Mitsuing, not only from the many outriders, but have had an opportunity to ride your great horses. From us here in the sound booth, Ray, it's been a pleasure. You've been a great star and a great future. It's been a pleasure knowing you. And from all those people over there on that Lloyd X committee, Mike Zadorek and his crew, Owen Noble and his crew, and all the volunteers, and to all those wagon fans, thank you. Thank you, Ray and Josephine. Good luck, and God bless you in the rest of your tour. Happy trails, driver. Happy trails.